Welcome to Citizen Journalism News. This is your anchor, Keduoneinuo. Q Academy Publications ka nutun book launch kurishe of author Miss Mütsolü Z Lohe. Book laga naam do Becoming Me ininga ase. Program do 6 December 2 p.m. Venue Q Academy Puro Complex PR Hill de Tagishe. Launching sequence day. Host Mr. Theja Lohe, Art Director of Q Academy Publications Pra Kurishe. Opening remarks day host Mr. Theja Lohe Bra, author ke bhal kotha aro khushi pai laga kotha janaishe. Opening prayer Mrs. Rovinyo Mere, Assistant Pastor BRC Pra Kurishe. Prathana Pichire Publishers Note Day, Chief Editor Dr. Rukulu Kezo of Q Academy Publications Pra kotha kurishe. Author aro tai laga book laga meaning tai bra janai dishe. Itu pichire Ruth Kezo pra author laga short kahani kuishe. Itu pichire book laga author Miss Mütsolü Z Lohe pra book to tai kiniga likishe itu de kotha kuishe. Itu hoigine special guest pra book to analyze kurigine sob panuke munaishe aro janaishe. Word of thanks thagishe Mr. Z Lohe author laga baba pra sob panuke thanks janaishe.
Before I go into explaining into whatever process has gone into the making of our book, I would also like to very sincerely congratulate our young author. You know, to write a book, it's not an easy feat. A lot of people think that writing a book is very easy. But for those of us who write, for the community of us writers, we all know that it's not an easy process because it takes a lot of courage. For us writers, we bare our souls to the readers, you know, and bearing our soul requires a lot of courage. The book details the way she grew up, the emotional journey of how she grew up. You know, we all grow up physically, but one thing that people don't talk about much is how each individual grows spiritually, of how each one of us also grows emotionally. And if the spiritual, emotional, and spiritual growth are not in tandem with each other, then the growth process becomes chaotic and something goes wrong, right? So that is the process that our young author details to us. It shows us how she grew emotionally and mentally as well as spiritually as well. And all presented to us in a very simple manner. And therefore, today I proudly want to announce this, that the book, Becoming Me, will surely be a success. Today, our author, our young author, has reflected over all those things. And today I see in her, not just a young woman, but I also see in her a very young philosopher. And today, I am so much more proud. I am more than proud. Nobody can be as proud as me today, as I believe, as I present our young author, Mütsolü, to the Naga audience. So I request all of you to kindly take a copy for yourself, read through the poems, and I assure you it will touch your soul, it will reach your soul. Thank you once again for being a part of this beautiful journey of our very young author. And thank you, Mütsolü, once again for bringing this beautiful book for all of us to share. God bless you. Thank you.
Good afternoon to one and all present here today. I, Ruth Kezo, stand here with immense gratitude to be part of this very special day of my dear friend Mütsolü. Before she speaks, I want to say a few words and introduce her to us. I've had the privilege of seeing her not just as an author but a friend. Mütsolü is a final year English honor student at Jaffa Christian College, a lover of music and someone whose heart feels deeply and expresses softly. Becoming Me isn't just a book she wrote, it's a journey she lived. I've watched her grow through quiet battles, gentle healing, and moments she never made a big deal out of, even though they shaped her. This book carries that softness, that honesty, that solace she gives to people even without realizing it. As a friend, I've seen her doubt herself, dream quietly, and finally step into her own voice. And today, seeing her stand here as an author is a moment that means more than words can fully say. It's my honor to welcome the author of Becoming Me, Mütsolü Z.
Standing here today feels truly special and humbling. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for being here. Your presence means more than I can put into words. I am honored to see familiar faces, mentors, my teachers, families, friends, and supporters, everyone gathered here for this moment. to see Becoming Me come to life, not just as pages and poems, but as a part of my journey, is truly a blessing. First and foremost, I want to thank God for His love, grace, and guidance through every step of this process. Without His hand upon me, this book would never have been possible. Becoming Me is a deeply personal collection of 30 poems that trace the quiet, beautiful process of growing up. From the innocence of childhood to the challenges and realizations of early adulthood. Through simple and sincere reflections, I try to explore what it means to learn, to love, and to live. Each chapter holds a part of the journey, the lessons from my parents, the struggles of school, the laughter of friendship, the comfort of music, and the questions that shape who we are. Along the way, there are mistakes, prayers, forgiveness, and the growing belief that even in silence or uncertainty, there is meaning and grace. This book to me is about faith, reflection, and gratitude. About learning to embrace imperfection and to keep becoming better as a person, as a daughter, as a sister, as a friend, and as a believer. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to my family and friends and my dear ones for their constant support and encouragement. Your faith in me has been my strength and inspiration. A very special thanks to Dr. Keduoneinuo Solo for your invaluable help in publishing this book. Your guidance, patience, and encouragement have meant so much to me. My heartfelt appreciation also goes to the editors and graphic designers and illustrators for your dedication and contribution in shaping this book to its final form. Your work brought the spirit of this book to life. To the publishers and everyone who worked so hard and behind the scenes, thank you for turning this dream into reality. Lastly, to everyone present here today, thank you so much for coming, for sharing this moment, and for being part of this chapter in my life. I truly hope that Becoming Me speaks to you in some way or the other and remind you of your own quiet journey and encourage you to keep becoming with faith, humility, and love. Thank you.
First of all, I want to congratulate Ms. Mütsolü for your collection of poetry. I also want to congratulate the parents, Dr. Rukula and the Q Academy team. Very warm congratulations. This poetry collection presents a sustained autobiographical meditation that merges spiritual reflection with personal memory, tracing the speaker's gradual formation of identity. The collection follows a loosely chronological trajectory. Each poem, such as First Breath, Early Lessons, and Quietude, establish formative experiences in childhood, family discipline, early perceptions of silence, and the initial shaping of selfhood. These poems employ a simple declarative syntax, creating a tone of innocence and sincerity. For example, First Breath reflects on the speaker's unchosen entry into existence, which is one of my favorite. I did not choose this life, she said, but it was given to me. If life is God's gift, then death is His call, she writes. Death is not portrayed as an existential threat, but a transition, a doorway rather than an end. Such language positions the collection within a tradition of devotional writing that seeks to reconcile the temporal with the eternal. And then there is a theme of identity, agency, and self-acceptance. The closing poems, especially Becoming Myself and Tomorrow, move toward self-affirmation. The speaker expresses a desire not for external validation or transformation into an idealized figure, but for authentic growth. I do not want to be someone else. I just want to be the best version of me, she writes. You know, the final affirmation, the world may not know my name, but you know me, and that is enough. You know, it ends so beautifully. All these lines serve as the theological resolution of the entire collection. Identity is rooted not in worldly achievement, but in divine recognition, completing the spiritual arc initiated in the opening poem. In conclusion, this collection can be read as a poetic spiritual autography that charts the speaker's journey towards self-understanding and divine intimacy. Its achievement lies in transforming ordinary experiences like childhood shyness, academic struggle, friendship, music, into sites of spiritual revelation. And in doing so, the collection participates in a long tradition of Christian lyrical poetry while maintaining a contemporary, introspective sensibility. And for me, it was an absolute pleasure and honor to read her honest collection of poetry. Thank you so much.
Launching event khotom huigine light refreshment interaction aro book signing thagishe. Apni khan bi itu book kinigine author ke support kuribole mon ase koile apni khan Q Academy Publications Puro Complex Below State Library Kohima de purchase kurule parabo.